Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of girls high school hockey. Tonight, a Northwest Suburban Conference showdown as the Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Spring Lake Park Panthers. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro high above the action, and Howie, Spring Lake Park coming in off a couple of victories. They're 2-2. Coon Rapids still looking for win number 1.
Yeah, Spring Lake Park comes in off a 5-3 win over Centennial, and Coach Sandy Nelson told me they really played a solid game, and it was a good win for them. They'd like to try and carry that over here. Cardinals, on the other hand, coming off a 3-1 loss to Armstrong, where they outshot them 31-17. Coach Christofferson told me we outplayed them. We just couldn't capitalize on opportunities.
Well, and for the Cardinals, they've lost 3 games, but they played 3 really good teams. Their JV came out and absolutely dominated Spring Lake Park in the JV game. They're hoping to carry some of that momentum over into the varsity contest tonight.
Yeah, they really are. And, you know, we've talked about this is a depleted team for Coon Rapids, only 18 skaters between varsity and junior varsity. So, you know, you're forced to play a few players in that varsity game for a couple of periods or a period or so. So, yeah, they're going to try and carry some of that momentum here against Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, and it's youth night here at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, so they're going to have some extra activities for the younger girls in the Coon Rapids program being able to be announced right now. They're going to play a little bit of a scrimmage between the first and second periods. That has brought in a couple of extra fans and a little bit of extra excitement in the atmosphere here at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. They're hoping that translates into a tough game for their varsity team. The Cardinals and the Panthers drop the puck next on CTN.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay, wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face.
Hi!
That was so good.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
amazing rendition of the Star Spangled Banner to get us going here on Youth Night at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. The lights coming back on. We'll get the ice cleared off of all the extra young players, and we'll be ready to play some high school hockey.
Yeah, you know, and it's exciting. As you mentioned in the opening, Joe, the Cardinals looking for that first win. They played Wayzata in their opener. They played Maple Grove game 2. And they played an Armstrong team that really Coach Christopherson felt they should have beaten. And so now coming here against Spring Lake Park, the senior-dominated team, I believe they have 12 seniors on the roster. You know, they're going to have to, again, play the same kind of game that they came out playing the last game we did against Maple Grove, and just pressure and make opportunities count. You know, one of the players to keep an eye on for Spring Lake Park, Maddie Walruff, number 24, has 6 goals and 5 assists. Go ahead and talk about the starters.
There are your starters. She will start on the right wing for the Panthers. Abby Armstrong in the middle, Caitlin Monson on the left wing. Defenders are Allie Guzzi and Taylor Turnquist. Mackenzie Kelly is the keeper for Spring Lake Park. For the Cardinals, Allie Stahlberger between Bailey Ryan and Brina Del Castillo. Maddie Blomquist and Alyssa Hansen are the defenders, and Brittany Buell. Big T is the start between the pipes.
The only change that they made from that game against Maple Grove is they paired Hansen and Blomquist this time as starting D. But I was talking about Maddie Walruff, 11 points in 4 games. She's very active in front of the net. Cardinals are going to have to do a good job of keeping her away from Buell in front of the net.
Stahlberger able to win the drop, push it into the Spring Lake Park zone as Armstrong lost her stick. Panthers recover, banged off the near side wall by Guzzi, and it tracks down into the Cardinal end. First to the puck is Caitlin Munson. Taken away by Hansen, played off the boards out to center ice where it's recovered by Guzzi. She circles at her own blue line. Lays it, not able to contain it as Walruff. Blomquist turns it back out of the Coon Rapids zone, skips away from Hansen. Hansen trying to backhand it in, but it's broken up. Walruff pokes at it, gets it into the Coon Rapids zone. Stahlberger will recover in her own corner. Behind her own net. Ahead on the boards for Bailey Ryan, who got it out to center. Stahlberger got it across the red line, but then turned around by Schultz. This one fired the length of the ice by Jessica Lawrence. That'll be icing and a face-off coming back to the Coon Rapids end.
You know, Lily Hackett did sustain a little bit of an injury on Saturday, but she's back here in the lineup. They weren't sure earlier today, but certainly good to have number 19 in the lineup for you, especially in a team that your depth is tested as it is.
Battle off the draw. Puck comes free to the near side, scooped up by Hackett. She turns back into the zone, looking for a little bit of space. Now fires it off the far boards. Too far for Emily Fish. Turned around by Hannah Schultz. Her indirect pass broken up by Fish. Turned back into the Panther end. Kept in at the blue line by Hanula. Hanula skates to the middle. Her shot. Saved by the keeper into the corner. Hackett plays it back out to Hanula at the point. Hanula back along the boards. That's broken up there by Maddie Kelly. Kelly will skate to center. Dump it into the zone, and the Panthers get a line change. Hanula will recover in the near corner. To Lawrence. Head skips away from Whitney Gregg. Puck comes back to Lawrence, and she dumps it in deep. Turnquist, long pass to center, broken up by Hanula right as it got to the stick of Cameron Crawford. Now Crawford able to get her stick on it, push it back in deep. Cross ice pass broken up, turned back into the zone by Walruff. Walruff tried to chip it out to center, but it was fired the length of the ice by Hanula. Brina Del Castillo races, gets to it first, trying to cut to the net, stops up, flips it out front, and it's on the backhand of Bailey Ryan. She can't control it, sends it into the corner. Pass attempt broken up by Munson. Hansen stepped in the way of Walruff, but it skips over and gets to Walruff anyway. Walruff into the zone, a pass out front. Armstrong shot, had nothing on it as it was deflected by the Cardinal defender. Coon Rapids turn it back the other way. Bailey Ryan to Alyssa Hansen. Hansen, a shot blocker saved by Kelly. Glove down by Turnquist. Turnquist troubled by Emily Fish. Now Hackett comes in for support. Fish continues to dig along the wall. Chipped out to center. Bloomquist will send it back in. Stopped up there by Kelly. Behind the net goes Schultz. Schultz pressured by Gregg, coughed up the puck, and there's Turnquist. Sending it ahead, and now chipped out to center. Stopped up by Bloomquist again. Turned around off the skate of Lily Hackett. Turned around by Maddie Kelly for Armstrong. Spring Lake Park. DeBoer chips it into the zone. She battles there with Lawrence, trying to send it out front. Puck comes out to the point. Picked up by Allie Schultz. Her shot, nothing on it. A redirect out front. Puck still loose in a dangerous spot. Now scooped up by Hackett. Hackett trying to center. Nobody there in a white jersey. Maddie Kelly recovers for the Panthers. Long pass skips away from Miranda DeBoer. She gets to the red line, sends it in deep.
Joe, the Cardinals have given up a couple of looks in close to Spring Lake Park, and they've got to do a better job.
Here's another opportunity off the turnover. A shot up over the cage for Lindsey Nelson.
Just like that, they cannot afford to turn the puck over in their own zone.
Stahlberger down the near wing, a shot right into the breadbasket of Mackenzie Kelly. She'll hold on, and we'll have a face-off with 12:44 remaining in the first period.
There's head coach Jessica Christopherson, her 5th season as the head coach for the Cardinals.
Third place finish at the state tournament in her inaugural season.
That was a fun year.
There.
That was a fun year.
Had a pretty impressive young lady leading the way. A number of young ladies, but one in particular who will have her jersey retired a little bit later this season. There's Sandy Nelson.
Yeah,
behind the bench on the other side.
Second year as head coach. Mackenzie Kelly was getting some adjustments for her equipment. Coach Nelson told me, Joe, that they really have 2 good goaltenders that they're very happy with, and they've been rotating them from game to game. And Mackenzie Kelly, the opportunity here in nets for Spring Lake Park.
Panthers able to win the draw. Guzzi behind her own net. Gets it ahead for Munson. Out to center. Taken away by Stahlberger. Chipped off her stick again by Guzzi. And the Cardinals able to chip it back into the Spring Lake Park end. Behind her net goes Schultz. She stops up. Pressured there by Bailey Ryan. Able to keep control of the puck. And now Brendan Del Castillo breaks it up. Sends it back towards Kelly in the net. This one slung around. Bloomquist keeps it in at the blue line. That puck deflected up into the rafters nearly. Kept in by Hansen. Sent back in deep. Taylor Turnquist behind her own net again. Pass spins Munson around, but Munson able to recover and skate to center. Into the Coon Rapids end. His shot is blocked by Bloomquist. Walruff was tripped up as she tried to get to the deflection, but it's sent back out to neutral ice. And now Fish will recover for Coon Rapids. Drops it off for Hackett. Trying to get it back. Fish, a deflection and a goal. And the Cardinals on the board first. A little give and go. And Emily Fish, just a deflection. And it skips under the arm of Mackenzie Kelly to put Coon Rapids on the board first.
Yeah, again, it's a nice job there, and she's going to get stick on it. She's going to poke it back behind Kelly to open up the scoring here. The Cardinals taking the 1-0 lead. Just a nice, pretty goal. Just be in the right place at the right time. You chip it in, and you're on the board.
Great example that it doesn't have to be a hard shot to get past the keeper. As there was not a whole lot on that at all, but a good deflection by Emily Fish right under the armpit of Mackenzie Kelly. DeBoer working along the far boards, broken up and sent back up, but Maddie Kelly there to recover for the Panthers. Kelly turns away from Hanula in the corner, now tied up. Maintains possession. Trying to get it out to the point. Bouncing puck can't be kept in. Saminkowicz plays it back in. The Panthers get a partial line change as Lawrence rushes it up, dumps it in, and Coon Rapids will get some fresh legs on the ice. Stahlberger trying to send it out front. That was broken up. Ryan over to help out, recovers the puck. Shot from the point, save, rebound, still loose. Comes all the way out. Bloomquist will shoot, that's deflected. Schultz kicks it to the corner, recovers on the backhand, and gets it back out to center ice.
Yeah, Bloomquist couldn't keep that puck in the zone. So the Cardinals forced to reset.
Hansen dumps it in deep, played back out by Schultz, back up the boards, kept in by Del Castillo. Del Castillo, stick on it again. Puck comes free to Bailey Ryan. She couldn't get a shot off. Turned around by Sementkowitz. Shot by Bloomquist is wide of the mark. Schultz plays it off the boards. Hansen can't keep it in, and here's a race for the puck with Purcell. Purcell trying to gain the edge. She's gonna lose her feet, slide into the end boards, but keeps the puck in deep as Munson regains control for the Panthers. Behind the net, drops it off, broken up by Hansen. Hansen able to recover, keep it away from Abby Armstrong. Plays it to the far corner, nobody there for Coon Rapids. Stahlberger now able to recover. Greg in there to help out as well. But coming away with his Armstrong. Centering pass, nobody there in a Spring Lake Park jersey. Del Castillo can't get it out. The shot by Schultz is tipped up high and doesn't make it through. Bloomquist has it chopped off her stick, comes back out to center where Armstrong stops it up. Munson had her pocket picked by Fish as she tried to cut into the high slot. Fish to Bailey Ryan, backhand attempt to get it out, will not work. Shot by Guzzi is off the stick of Buell over the glass and out of play.
Well, Cardinals had a couple of nice chances after they scored that first goal down in the Spring Lake Park end. They're doing a nice job of applying pressure in front of Kelly. In turn, Spring Lake Park getting a little pressure now in on Buell, their third shot on goal here in the first period.
Big boomer from the point goes wide off the end boards, kept in at the near side by Schultz. Behind the net is Kelly, trying to play it out front. Puck skips to the near boards. Allie Schultz plays it behind, tied up there by a couple of players. Digging it free is Maddie Kelly to the far corner, trying to center, puck still loose. Swatted out to the point, shot through traffic. Still sitting there, Buell keeping an eye on it. Able to pop back to her feet. I don't think any of those shots actually made it through to the Coon Rapids keeper, but
it did
definitely
not.
In a dangerous spot. Padula through center. Will drop it off for Hackett. Trying to center. Pass deflected. Ryan will dump it in on the backhand. Panthers able to play it up and out. And now here comes Taylor Turnquist through center. Her shot sticked away. Rebound chance. That's blocked by Bloomquist. Tied up in the corner, and Munson comes free with it. Her shot hits traffic again. Cardinals doing a lot of shot blocking early in this first period. Just about 10 minutes into the game, Coon Rapids leading 1-0. Kept in by Bloomquist, now poked free, and we've got a 2-on-1. Abby Armstrong turned Walruff around with the pass that was behind her. And Walruff tried to play it out to the point, nobody home, and Brina Del Castillo able to get there for the Cardinals and dump it in deep. They'll get a line change.
That was a tough one for Spring Lake Park because they had a 2-on-1, bad pass to Walruff. Really missed any chance of a good shot on net.
Yeah, that's your first line center and wing. You expect them to be able to make something happen on that odd man rush. Puck chipped into the Coon Rapids end. Cameron Crawford rubbed off, but keeps the puck. Comes free to Hackett. She's able to play it out to center, past the defender Sementkowitz, and it's played back in by Armstrong. Shot by Crawford is deflected and goes wide.
Well, so far, Joe, we have a quickly moving first period. Not a lot of stoppage yet here in period number one. A little over 6 minutes remaining in the period.
That'll be offsides as Luoma was just a step early as Kelly carried across on the far side. 6 minutes exactly remaining in this first period. Coon Rapids clinging into that 1-0 lead.
So far, the Cardinals out shooting Spring Lake Park 5-4. Both teams getting a little bit of flurry in each other's opposite ends, defensive ends.
And again, Spring Lake Park has had some time of possession in deep, but a lot of shots being blocked out front. That's another hard shot from the point that misses wide. Del Castillo to Gregg into the zone, trying to spin, but nobody there to receive. Maddie Kelly going the other way, sidesteps Hansen into the high slot. That shot deflected and ends up wide. Del Castillo ahead for Gregg. Tipped off her stick by Hannah Schultz. Del Castillo drags it back in behind. Schultz pressured by Fish. Hard pass. Misses the intended target of Caitlin Monson and stopped up by Bailey Ryan. Fish swatting at it. Lawrence has a hack at it. Tipped out to center. Hackett recovers and she'll skate into the high slot. Lily Hackett. Shot, save made, rebound chance for Ryan, but she couldn't get the stick on it. Cleared the length, and that'll be icing. Faceoff coming back at the Spring Lake Park end, and that was a very good scoring opportunity for Coon Rapids. Yeah, Kelly left a relatively juicy rebound sitting there, and Ryan just couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, Kelly couldn't control that puck, and as you mentioned, puck right open in front of the net, and Ryan just couldn't control it.
It just hopped right
direct
over.
It over. Yep, exactly.
Lawrence pinching, can't keep the puck in. Fish plays it back to Hinula at the Coon Rapids blue line. Now gets it back at center. Her pass broken up. Hackett recovers for Coon Rapids and will play it in. Scooped up there by Turnquist. Turnquist will skate to center. Out of the reach of Hackett, into the zone, into the high slot. Shot hit Hinula's skate, deflected wide. Turnquist recovers in the corner. Trying to play it back out. A couple of Cardinals there battling. Puck comes free. Nothing on that shot. Lawrence's clearing attempt hit a body. And we got a penalty coming up against Coon Rapids. And the first power play of the game will go to Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, Spring Lake Park now opportunity to go on their power play with 4:03 remaining in the first. And as we talked about, not a lot of stoppage here in this first period. The real first stoppage outside of a couple of icings. You see it again. The penalty on the Cardinals. Sending Stahlberger to the bench.
Coon Rapids able to win the draw. Hinula plays it all the way down, right in on Kelly, who just sweeps it to the corner. Brenda Del Castillo gets in, breaks it up, and feeds Whitney Gregg. But she didn't have an opportunity to take it to the cage. Just tried to dump it in.
No, if she had a better angle on that puck, she wouldn't have an opportunity to take a shot on net.
Yeah, it was a great hustle play by Brina Del Castillo. Again, fired in, right in on goal. Mackenzie Kelly will leave it there for Caitlin Munson, and Munson will skate to center into the Coon Rapids zone. Behind the net. Setting it up, that shot, save made, and Hackett will clear it away.
Well, half the penalty killed off so far for the Cardinals.
Maddie Kelly goes cross ice. Armstrong will tip it into the zone. Hinula gets there first. Hard off the boards and all the way back down. Anna Schultz gets it to Turnquist. Turnquist into the zone. Shoots well wide of the mark. Luoma recovers. She takes it behind the net. Out to the point for Turnquist. Far side for Schultz. Deflected and broken up by Hinula. Luoma gets it back to Schultz. Up top for Turnquist. Near side, and a little trouble handling that pass for Abby Armstrong, or she could have had the one-timer from a great spot. Armstrong chips it back behind, just 5 seconds remaining on the power play. And a good job by the Cardinals breaking it, killing that one off. Just one shot on goal for Armstrong. They had some possession time in the Coon Rapids end, but nothing to show for it, just one shot. And a good opportunity, really shorthanded for Coon Rapids to start it.
Yeah, nice penalty kill for them on their first opportunity.
Brina Del Castillo breaks it up, defender falls, she walks in, the shot saved by Mackenzie Kelly, and we'll have a face-off in the Spring Lake Park end with 1:33 to go.
Oh, you can't get much better opportunity than that, Joe, as your defender falls, skating back, and that shot right into the midsection of Kelly. See it again, just shot right into Kelly. Relatively easy save for her.
Cardinals dump it in, played into the corner by Kelly. Walrath digging along the near boards. Del Castillo will fire it back toward the front of the net. Turnquist turns it up ice for Spring Lake Park. And that'll be offside as Caitlin Munson tripped up as she was trying to hold the blue line. And that'll draw the whistle and a face-off just outside the Coon Rapids zone.
Yeah, just a little over, as you see on the clock, a little over a minute remaining in this period. The Cardinals holding that 1-0 lead. And they've had some opportunities to increase it.
Puck played into the Spring Lake Park bench. Bring another stoppage, a face-off at center ice.
Well, Joe, you mentioned it's a nice crowd here tonight. It's youth night, and there's going to, as you talked about, there's going to be a bit of a scrimmage between the first and second periods. Should be fun. The young ladies getting an opportunity to show everybody their skills.
Stahlberger able to send it into the zone. Works it into the corner, centering for Hanula, high slot. His shot save made by Kelly. Allie Schultz plays it back out right to Hanula. Long pass for Bailey Ryan into the zone. Stahlberger had to get caught up in her skates, and here come the Panthers the other way. Hannah Schultz can't get past Hanula. Hansen recovers, dumps it back behind Hanula. Wants to freeze it and just let this last couple of seconds tick off. And it will be successful. And the Cardinals will go to the first intermission with a 1-0 lead. They get a goal from Emily Fish about 5.5 minutes in, and they take a 1-0 lead into the second period. You're watching Girls High School Hockey live on CTN.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Babies require persistence, patience, a sense of humor, and protection. That's why nearly all parents choose immunization. It's safe, proven protection against 14 serious diseases like measles and whooping cough. So give your baby the recommended vaccines before age 2 and get a little help in the protection department. For more reasons to immunize, talk to your child's doctor or go to cdc.gov/vaccines.
If you have a collision at 25 miles an hour and you're not wearing a seatbelt, it's like falling from a 2-story building. At 40 miles an hour, it's like falling from 6 stories high. And at 60 miles an hour, if you're not wearing your seatbelt and you crash, it's like falling from 12 stories high. Buckle up. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Really?
what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Are you getting this, honey?
Oh, prime time. We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. Okay.
Come on, watch this guy.
Oh, backwards!
Oh, don't. Oh.
It went into Bob and Carol's yard. Oh, no? Okay, here it goes.
Oh, no!
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
All right, let's see what you can do. Let's go.
They might surprise you. Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, some of the youngsters out there, an opportunity to play in front of a big crowd on a Tuesday night. Intermission of the high school contest. I don't know what level this is, even U8, I would imagine. As I see a number of the U10 and U12 girls also in attendance here, sitting down in front of us.
Well, it's a great opportunity for these young girls to come out here and get some time on the big sheet, obviously, in front of a big crowd.
Well, and you see the entire high school team out to support them. Absolutely. And watching and have not made their way to the locker room as of yet. And, we talk about the small numbers for the high school program, just 18 skaters between both varsity and JV. And so this is the future of this program. They need to encourage as much participation as possible.
Absolutely.
And keep these girls interested and loving the sport of hockey so that they can continue to feed the program.
Well, and Coach Gustafsson does a great job of building helping build this program at the lower levels, and she obviously is very much involved.
Yeah, she actually coaches some of the younger teams as well. She's a fixture here at the Ice Center.
She probably spends more time here than anywhere else, I would imagine. And Brittany Buell went in goal and she got scored on.
That's rough. It's rough when you're the varsity keeper to go out and get scored on by the U8s. But what a thrill for these young girls to score on the varsity keeper.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Again, giving up the 5-hole.
There goes her goals against average.
Right. Well, and as great a gesture as this is as a coach, I don't know, I might be a little concerned about my goalie going out there and screwing around and not staying focused. But hopefully it will not be a concern. She's got so far she's stopped all the shots she's faced in the real game. And as they just about wrap this up, we're going to take another break. We'll be back with first period stats and highlights after this. You're watching live girls high school hockey on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry. got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Coon Rapids leading Spring Lake Park 1-0 after the first period. We're joined now by Coon Rapids head coach Jessica Christofferson. And Coach, your thoughts on that first period?
You know, I think it was actually pretty sloppy. You know, it's nice to score the first goal for once. I know we're only 4 games into the season, but we struggled out of the gate so far. So that was nice. I don't know. I mean, it was just kind of to get real technical. I don't think it was great. I don't think it was terrible, but I don't think our effort is where it's been in the previous 3 games. So we definitely need to pick it up.
Yeah, Coach, that's what I was going to address. You talked about the effort against Armstrong on Saturday, and you saw it from your girls. Unfortunately, you didn't see it in the score. What do you tell them between periods to get that effort up a little bit here coming out in the second?
Oh, we just had to pick it up, and you know what? We're playing in our building, and we've kind of become known as a team that's going to be relentless around the puck, and we didn't do that in the first period. So we just got to get back to playing our game. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on with the little kids, and you know, just making excuses right now. But we just have to play better. We have to take it up to another level, and we have to win all the loose battles, all that little stuff. That's the only way we're going to get things done with 2 lines. So it was nice on the goal. You know, kids crashing hard, going to the net, burying rebounds and stuff. That's the kind of stuff we need to do to score goals.
Well, you played a lot of that first period in your own end, but a lot of blocked shots. Is that something that you've been talking about and focusing on?
Not specifically block shots, but certainly breaking up passing lanes and, you know, just kind of being that pesky presence on the ice. We skate pretty well. We move around the ice fairly well. We talk a lot about trying to go east-west and not so much north-south all the time, and we're just trying to get in the way. And we play an aggressive, you know, man-on-man D zone that the kids are used to with all of our defensemen are returners. So we're able to do a little bit there, but sometimes we start running around and chasing, and that's where we get in trouble.
Well, thanks for joining us. A 1-0 lead. We'll let you get back to your team. 1-0 lead after the first period. We'll take another break. Be back with those first period stats and highlights right after this.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, the home team up 1-0 after the first 17. And it was a good, fast-paced first period, as Coach Christofferson talked about. A little sloppy, not the cleanest, but good pace, as we talked about.
Yeah, definitely. And she made mention of the effort that she wants to see a little more from her girls coming out here in the second. You know, they get on top early, and that's what she was looking for. The first lead of the season for the Cardinals. Hopefully they build on that coming into the second.
Well, they got a little more pressure at the opposing end than they gave up. We talked about it as well, that doing a good job of getting in the way of shots at the other end and limiting the good scoring opportunities against. And here's your goal, a little give and go, and then a deflection by Emily Fish. They put it up under the armpit of Mackenzie Kelly. But she talked about, too, getting good shots and then jamming for rebounds. And they've been following the puck to the slot, and that's important.
Yeah, and the Cardinals had another good opportunity in that period where a rebound came out right in front of the net, and they couldn't control the shot in. But you see shots on goal for the Cardinals, 7 in comparison to 4 for Spring Lake Park. And Cardinals, again, coming out here in the second period on a little bit of a roll with that first goal scored, trying to continue to keep it up. I'm sure when we talk to Coach Nelson in between periods after the second, she'll talk about her effort on her squad, because she felt coming in, they were on a roll after that win over Centennial, feeling this is an opportunity they could get another win on the road.
We'll see if the Cardinals can continue their momentum. The second period between Coon Rapids and Spring Lake Park coming up next live on CTN.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. 'Cause we think you'll like it here.
Kids will spend 57 minutes making me go splat.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Hey, you going out like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, what would the neighbors think?
I see you! Come look at Mr. Feather. Look what I have. Mr. Bird, remember? Bark, bark, bark. We're just playing. We're just playing on trying to get you out of here.
Even still.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry. I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Coon Rapids returning to action with that 1-0 lead. As Coach Christofferson talked about, want to try and turn up the tempo here in period number 2, but continue to limit the opportunities for the opposition.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they come out here to start this second period and what she had to say to them and see if their level of play is a little more aggressive, a little more energy.
Teams switch sides and ready to play period number 2. Stahlberger and Armstrong in the face-off dot, and we are underway in the second. Seemed the puck did a lot of bouncing in the first period.
It did.
Bailey Ryan carrying down the near wing. Shot attempt broken up by Turnquist, tied up in the corner. Brenna Del Castillo can't hang on. Walraf had a slap at it. Del Castillo hacks it toward the net, and Kelly able to cover up for the faceoff.
Yeah, you got a quick shot in on Kelly, and you know we saw earlier in that first period where she let that rebound come out in front. This time she made sure she covered up that puck. her the face-off to her right.
Right off the draw, hack to Kelly again. She just gloves it. And we'll have another face-off. Play behind the net. Brina Del Castillo able to get in there, break things up. Got it to Stahlberger behind. Her pass broken up by Anna Schultz. Sent around. Shot from the point. Deflected to the corner by Kelly. Ryan behind the net now. And it taken away by Allie Schultz. Maddie Kelly plays it ahead. Then skips past Bloomquist out to center. Hansen back in her own end. Plays it back off the near boards. Too far for Del Castillo. Turned around by the Panthers. Uoma will dump it in on the backhand. Buell will leave it behind for Hansen. Long pass. Del Castillo able to gain control into the zone. Escapes towards the boards. Escapes again. Now trying to flip it to Stahlberger, but that's broken up. Pass connected, but then broken up by Lawrence. Del Castillo continuing to force the action. Bailey Ryan able to break that up and gain control. Sit into the zone, turned around, back out to neutral ice by Ali Guzzi. Guzzi again. Send it to Hanula in the Coon Rapids end. Cross ice for Lawrence. Fish has a skip off her stick, recovers into the zone. Going wide. Can't find a lane out front. Will dump it back behind for Whitney Gregg. Gregg out to the point, Hanula. Hanula's shot through traffic goes wide. Lawrence recovers on the far boards. Her shot stopped up. Fish digs for it. Gregg will recover in the corner for Coon Rapids. Down to Fish, low in the corner. Back to Gregg on the midboards. Out to the point, Hanula. She'll shoot through traffic. Hit. Shot and a goal for Whitney Gregg off the deflection.
Again, just, you know, you pressure the net, and you get that opportunity for a rebound. Whitney Gregg with a nice job from just a nice little bit of an angle, and she's able to put that home and give the Cardinals the 2-0 lead. There you see off the goaltender, a little bit of a rebound, right back to Gregg. She puts it in the goal, and Coon Rapids is up 2-0 early in the second period. Yep, absolutely.
And that one, the original shot by Hanula did not make it through the traffic, but it bounced right to Whitney Gregg. She had a wide open net, and she made sure she capitalized on the opportunity. Shot for the point, sticked away by Buell. Fish lost the handle at center ice, recovered by Lily Hackett. Skates it in on the near side. She squeezed off on the boards. Fish there to help. Keeping it in is Brandy Del Castillo as well. Tipped away from her to center by Munson. Munson able to get behind the defense on a breakaway, and a big save by Buell. Quick whistle as the puck came loose. But the referee thought Buell was holding on. Cardinals maybe a little bit of a break on the early whistle.
Yeah, great chance. You see the puck coming off to her left. Munson with a quick shot on goal, and Buell gets a piece of it. Now the face-off's gonna be to her left.
Played off the boards, Brina Del Castillo. Can't get around Guzzi. Keeps it out at the Spring Lake Park blue line. Back to the Bloomquist at the Coon Rapids blue. Bailey Ryan will chip it into the Cardinal end. Guzzi in deep, tied up with Del Castillo. They go down in a heat, no call. Puck recovered by Maddie Kelly. She'll play it back behind for Turnquist again. Turnquist trying to flip it up on the backhand. Came right back to her off of Stahlberger. She skates to center ice. That pass broken up. Gregg tried to turn around, knocked off of her stick. And now Ali Guzzi into the Coon Rapids end. His shot save made by Buell. Chopped out and still loose high in the slot. Now into the far corner. Recovered by Lawrence. Pass is broken up by Turnquist, but deflects out to center ice, where it's recovered by Maddie Walrup. Far side, Hannah Schultz into the zone. Schultz going wide on Lawrence, takes it behind the net. Stopped up there, Walruff into help. Centers, but nobody home. Whitney Gregg chips it out to center for Coon Rapids. Allie Schultz. Cross ice for Caitlin Munson. Munson skating through center, pressured by Hackett, able to gain the zone. Gets the shot off. Buell pad save into the corner. Rebound chance by Armstrong off the side of the cage. Walruff from her knees, a nice little pass to get it to Caitlin Munson. But she had nothing on the backhand. Chance, and Fish is going back the other way for Coon Rapids. Tipped off her stick by Allie Schultz. Pass deflects away from Armstrong off her skates, but still gets it into the zone. Here's Walruff forcing the action, a backhand. And Buell will hold on and cover it up under the pad. We'll have another face-off.
Well, the Panthers now starting to put a little pressure in on Buell, getting a couple of good opportunities. In fact, they are out shooting Coon Rapids here 5-3 in the second period.
Nice Minneapolis math, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Pretty impressed by that.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been working on it.
Bailey Ryan slips around the defense out front. This one deflected out front. Able to glove it is Kelly as Ryan was swatting at it in the air.
You see an opportunity for the Cardinals. Nice feed across, and just going to get underneath that puck and chip it up in the air.
Kept in by Brandy Del Castillo. Backhand shot by Ryan. Easily paddled away by Kelly. Here comes Guzzi. And to Luoma. Luoma 1v2 trying to cut between the defenders. Broken up by Hanula. Going the other way is Brenda Del Castillo. She's played off the puck by Maddie Kelly. Kelly across to Taylor Turnquist. Pass kicked into the zone by Caitlin Munson. Brandy behind the net for Heidi Hanula. A little trouble with it, but able to chip it ahead up the boards. Bernadette can't get it out of the zone as it kept in by Armstrong. Pass out front, broken up by Brandy Del Castillo. Right back to Armstrong. Greg pokes at it, but can't get it past Sinkowitz at the line. Hanula stops up behind her own net. The skate up the near side. Cross ice, pass behind Greg, but gets out to center. Greg pressuring Munson, but Munson turns through center ice into the zone. Munson is shot off the crossbar. And the Cardinals able to play it back out to center. Seminkovic chips it back in. Hanula will carry it back out for Coon Rapids. And now dumps it into the zone as Coon Rapids gets the line change. Panthers had an opportunity there with the numbers building through center, but couldn't get the puck off of the dasher. And now Hanula able to get a hold of it and play it back to the Panther end. Turning with it is Taylor Turnquist, broken up by Fish. Fish back in. Good opportunity by Allie Schultz. Good job to break that one up and keep her from being able to center it. Fish tips it, Schultz recovers in the corner. Bloomquist keeping it in at the blue line. Behind the net is Turnquist. Chips it up the near boards for Lindsey Nelson, who gets it past the defense of Alyssa Hansen all the way down. Icing waved off as it was tipped by Coon Rapids stick. Stahlberger recovers behind her own net. She's bumped off it by Luoma. Lost her stick in the process. Behind the net, Nelson leaves it there for Luoma. She can't get it past Hansen. Hansen will control for Coon Rapids. Spins again back to her left. Gets it ahead for Stahlberger. Her pass deflected and broken up by DeBoer. And again, Stahlberger loses the stick. Luoma out front. The backhand by DeBoer is up over the cage on the one-timer. DeBoer back down into the corner for Kelly. Maddie Kelly working up the boards. Able to dump it back in deep. Out to the point. That shot is going to make it wide. Ulma recovers in the corner. The pass broken up by Stahlberger. Protas. And we've got an interference call. And Coon Rapids going to have to kill off another one.
Yeah, that time we'll see the interference penalty. Bloomquist just dumped the Spring Lake Park player right in front of the net. So the second penalty kill opportunity for Coon Rapids here in the game.
Well, pretty good penalty kill first time up.
It was.
Shot from the point, saved by Buell, and she'll hang on.
Yeah, I don't believe
they've already equaled their total number of shots from that first power play.
Yeah, they didn't have any in that first power play. Yep. They had one. Okay.
Puck just out of the reach. Behind the net goes Walruff. Out to Kelly, up top, Turnquist. Walking in is Munson. Her shot is saved by Buell, and she'll hang on again.
Yeah, Buell does a nice job of making sure she does not give up the rebound as she hangs on to that puck. And we are now equal in shots on goal, 11 apiece. As Buell is able to make sure that puck stays with her.
Turnquist lines, fires, save Bain. Rebound chipped away by Hanula, right back to Turnquist. Turnquist calling for in the high slot, broken up off her stick, recovered by Guzzi, out to the point. Munson fans on the pass, recovers, and now dumps it into Guzzi. Guzzi behind the net for Walruff. Her pass deflected and comes free to Gregg. Gregg will turn and skate to center. Whitney Gregg cutting across, leaves it for Stahlberger. His shot didn't get anything on it. It was deflected wide, and now Gregg and Stahlberger collide behind the net, and Gregg is slow to get up as the Panthers bring it back the other way, 4-on-2. Gregg struggling her way back to the bench. Pass comes up to Turnquist, winds and fires, and that's wide. Play behind for Armstrong. Up top for Munson walking in. That shot deflected and went wide. Turnquist recovers near side. From the faceoff dot, Buell will make the save and hold on.
Oh, we certainly hope Gregg's okay. It was a big collision down behind the Spring Lake Park net. And, you know, we talk about the depth of this team. They can ill afford to lose anybody. You're going to see both players run into each other. And Gregg, I think, took the worst of it. As you mentioned, she struggled to get off the ice, but
hopefully it's nothing more than maybe getting the wind knocked out of her a little bit. She is standing up on the bench over there. Looks like she's ready to return to action. Just over 10 seconds remaining in this power play as Bailey Ryan clears it to distance. Brina Del Castillo wins the race to the puck. She's got speed to burn. Able to keep it in at the blue line is Del Castillo. Fish gets to it first behind the net. Pass doesn't click and goes all the way back down. Jessica Lawrence will be the first one there. Hackett recovers for Coon Rapids. Pressured. Turns away and now will skate. Leads the charge to center ice, off the boards and into the zone. Trying to center, that's deflected right in on Kelly, and she was, fortunately for her defender, able to ward that one off.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity.
Anna Schultz's shot and a glove save by Buell at the other end. We'll have a face-off, 5:28 to play here in the second period. Coon Rapids still with that 2-goal lead, and Coon Rapids almost got a benefit. I think it was Hannah Schultz trying to break up that pass and deflected it right in on her keeper. And fortunately for her, Mackenzie Kelly was up to the task and able to turn it away, because that could be a demoralizing and deflating type of goal when you're already down 2 in this second period.
Brittany Buell, I think, is playing really nice in the net, Joe. She made a couple of nice saves to keep the puck out of the net.
Turnquist walking in. That shot deflected up and over. Recovered by Hanula. High off the glass out to center ice. Protaz gives chase but can't keep it away from Turnquist. She hits Munson, but she overskates the puck, and here's Greg going the other way. Greg in the high slot, chips it in on the backhand. Protaz would get to it in the corner. Guzzi, hard pass off the boards. Bloomquist can't keep it in. Here's a 2-on-1. Walrup has Munson with her. Walrup shoots and scores.
Now, Walrup, again, just a nice angle on that shot. A 2-on-1 break. And, Buell had to be concerned about her teammate coming down the center, and Walrup with a nice shot. Her 7th goal of the season is going to cut that lead in half. Now, Buell not able to cut the angle down on that one, and that's a big goal for Spring Lake Park.
Huge. Tucks it just inside the far post and cuts the lead in half. Lawrence keeps it in at the blue line. Deflected away from Kelly. Kept in by Hansen. Panthers able to tip it out to center. Brandy Del Castillo will get there in front of Allie Schultz. Behind her own net, ahead for Brina Del Castillo. She got it past Seminkovic, and then has to wait as Fish was down on the ice offside. Cardinals still have yet to tag up.
It'll be interesting to see how the Cardinals react after that goal.
Kelly turns in the corner. Face-off circle, shot is blocked. Brina can't get it out of the zone. Turnquist with a shot deflected. Buell got a pad on it and steers it to the corner. Here's Walrup again, a shot out front, and it just deflects wide by Maddie Kelly.
Again, can't turn the puck over in your own zone. Cardinals are fortunate they didn't give up a goal there.
Well, the Panthers are buzzing now. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this second period. Coon Rapids leading Spring Lake Park 2-1. The Panthers with that last goal have gained a little momentum. Pass to try and break Hackett in behind the defense. She's tied up now by Munson. Puck comes free. Lawrence can't keep it in. Chipped out to Hanula at the Coon Rapids blue. Got it to Hackett. Her pass stopped up, turned around by Hannah Schultz. Schultz into the zone. Can't get around Lawrence. Recovered by Hanula. She'll chip it around for Bailey Ryan. Again, Ryan gets the puck, fanned on the pass. Now tried to slap it ahead, kept in by Armstrong. Lawrence back to Bailey Ryan. Off the boards and out to center ice, where it's recovered by Miranda DeBoer. Turnquist at her own blue line, far side for Luoma. Hanula stepped up and broke that up. Hackett with it. Ryan had it in her skates momentarily. Kelly back to Schultz at the blue line and off DeBoer into the Coon Rapids end. Lawrence will wing it around the far side. Pushed away by Buell. Ryan able to force it out of the blue line against Guzzi. Guzzi able to play it back in, and the Panthers tag up. Again, Coon Rapids plays it out to center, and again, the Panthers play it right back in. 90 seconds remaining in this second period. Lawrence trying to clear, stopped up by Walrup, plays it to Armstrong in the slot, lost it in her skates. Walrup digs it free, a shot, and Buell makes a big sliding save coming across to rob Caitlin Munson.
Some mistakes made by Coon Rapids in their own end, and again, the Cardinals are fortunate. You see the puck come right out in front of Buell, and Buell has to make the save, but the Cardinals are fortunate that we're not tied here at this point. Great opportunity for Spring Lake Park.
Well, at this point in the contest, the Panthers really the ones dictating the tempo.
Yep.
And forcing the action and forcing Coon Rapids to make some mistakes. They have stolen the momentum. And they're trying to capitalize and even this game. We're back under a minute. Shot up over the cage by Brina Del Castillo. Tips it back out toward the front of the net, but then deflected back behind. Recovered there by Greg. Her shot deflected and goes wide. Hansen out front. Del Castillo hacks at it. Greg. How's that a hand pass? She hand passed to herself?
No, she did hand pass to herself. It looks like she stopped it, put it on the ice, and then on her stick. We'll see it again.
I want to see that again. She knocks it down.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how that's a hand pass.
pass.
Yeah, I don't know how that is called a hand pass.
And she got tripped.
Yeah.
You can hand pass to yourself.
Right.
That's completely legal. Unless there's a new rule I'm unaware of.
You unaware of any hockey rules?
Well, unless there's a deflection, they dangerously gave Kelly an opportunity. Puck's still loose in the slot. Unless the ref thought that it was played with a closed hand, but that's not the indication it looked like to me, and I don't see how he would have figured that. Under 10 seconds as Greg carries it into the zone. And that should just about do it for the second period. The Cardinals add to their lead temporarily, but the Panthers get the last goal of the frame, and we still have a one-goal game as we head towards the third. We'll take a break and then hear from Spring Lake Park St. Anthony head coach Sandy Nelson right after this.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Preventing wildfires. That's all Smokey wants for his 70th birthday.
If you store your guns properly, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories.
And I won't have to tell my kids. This isn't a drill.
Please.
Please, do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always, lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center after 2 periods. The Cardinals leading the Spring Lake Park Panthers 2-1. We're joined now by Spring Lake Park St. Anthony head coach Sandy Nelson. And coach, how big was that goal for your team late in the second period?
Oh, it was huge. It was big momentum swing. We just got to keep grinding and getting shots to the net.
Coach, you know, I thought the effort from your squad here in the second period much better than the first. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, we had to get a couple good plays under our belts before we turned it on, and hopefully we can get one here and tie it up.
Yeah, it definitely seemed, you talked about that momentum swing. It definitely seemed like, you know, Coon Rapids had that 2-0 lead. They were keeping you bottled up a little bit. But once you got that goal, all of a sudden everything turned the other way. How do you carry that momentum into the third?
Oh, you just keep working hard, being positive, and you know sometimes my girls have the tendency of making too many passes instead of just putting it to the net and be ready for rebounds.
What do you tell your girls now going into this third period?
I tell them to keep at it. I mean, we finished great. You just got to keep bearing down and doing the little things.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
We'll take another break, and we will be back with second period highlights and stats after this. You're watching live Girls High School Hockey on CTN.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision-making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And we're out. You got plans?
You bet.
50 million Americans struggle with hunger, but we can do something about it.
Excuse me. What's going on?
Dinner. Please join me in helping put food on their tables. Together, we can feed America.
You guys keep going. I'm gonna get the plates. Plates?
Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
So this is my computer.
This is your computer. Let's go on the internet.
Let's go. Click it.
Yes.
Okay.
I cursor in between the R and the E. If I say dot, I want you to just push the period.
She's gonna love me all over again now.
That's it. Jamaica, here you go.
Here we go.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. And I did it by myself. Feel smarter.
All in together now. We can make it better now. Come on, can we do it? Yeah, you know that we can. We rope it up, cause we know how to jump. We roll it out, cause we know how to skate. We'll cut it down, cause we know what to eat. We'll swap it out. We eat healthy stuff. Can we do it? Yeah, you know that we can. Can we do it?
Just moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier. Search We Can to find doable tips and activities that you can use every day.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah. That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
Coon Rapids a 2-1 lead after 2 periods of play in this Northwest Suburban Conference contest. And Howie, they really, I think, thought for the first half of that second period, we're dictating the tempo, we're forcing the action, and things completely turned the other way for the latter part of that second period.
Yeah, give credit to the Panthers. They did a great job of just buzzing the net and putting a lot of pressure in on Brittany Buell. They did get that one goal. They had a couple opportunities to tie it up. It'll be interesting to see now how the Cardinals come out and react after losing a little bit of that momentum.
Well, and the Cardinals appeared to be a little bit gassed toward the end of the period, just trying to get that puck out of their defensive end. The goal coming at the 2:19 mark early in that period, a rebound opportunity for Whitney Gregg, and some good opportunities the other way. But Brittany Buell withstood the pressure until this, with just about 6.5 minutes left, or 4.5 minutes left, when Walraff slipped one in the far side, just inside the post.
Yeah, and you look at the shots on goal. Cardinals were leading that category after the first. Spring Lake Park coming and peppering the net, as we talked about, now outshooting them 17-11 in this game. And again, Cardinals on the power play on the penalty kill a couple of times in this game, able to kill them off. So we'll see now if this momentum can switch back to the Cardinals' favor, or if Spring Lake Park will come out and continue to pressure the net to try and tie this one up.
Well, we heard from Coach Sandy Nelson. She was really pleased with the way they finished that second period. She wants to continue that into the third. We'll see if they can do that when we return. Puck drops on the third period after this. You're watching live girls high school hockey on CTS.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah. That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. "5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. make sure you get where you're going.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are the #1 killer of children 1 through 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Puck just dropped here on the third period. They caught us a little bit by surprise. Still have 5 minutes on the clock. But said, hey, whatever, the ice is done. Let's go. Let's play some hockey. Cardinals holding on to that 2-1 lead. Trying to get their first victory of the season. While the Panthers trying to get their record back over 500 for the first time this year. And keep their 2-game win streak intact and add to it.
Well, the Cardinals like to, again, come out here and see if they can get a quick score, take a little pressure off them and put the pressure back on Spring Lake Park.
Walraff has it tipped off her stick by Hansen, carries in behind. Tied up there by Bloomquist, lost an edge. Hansen will recover the puck for Coon Rapids. To Gregg, she can't get rid of it. Tripping and falling there is Miranda DeBoer. And Hackett able to force it out to center ice. Turning with it is Hannah Schultz. Pressured by Fish. Gregg comes in to help. Pass ahead for Allie Schultz. She can't get it out of the zone. Recovered by Maddie Kelly. And now Schultz again in the corner. Pressured by Whitney Gregg, who comes away with it. Centers. Hansen is shot. Rebound still sitting there. Cardinals can't get to it. Hanula is shot through traffic, and that one kind of ricocheted a couple of times, and eventually Mackenzie Kelly able to cover it up.
Spring Lake Park outshot Coon Rapids 10-4 in that second period. Now a little bit of pressure in close by the Cardinals. Now you see the shot in on goal, and Kelly's forced to cover up. Have that face off to her right.
Now I will call your Minneapolis math not so good. 13-4. They outshot him in that second period.
They had 7 shots in the first period.
They had 4 shots in the first period. Coon Rapids had 7.
Okay, you're right.
Shot up front, a rebound chance, and a big save by Kelly on the opportunity by Bailey Ryan.
Well, since my Minneapolis math failed me, that even makes it a greater advantage.
Yes, 13-4.
For Spring Lake Park, yes.
Good quick recovery by Mackenzie Kelly. Keeps this a 1-goal game. Shot by Hinula, that's off the far post. And recovered far side by Munson. Stripped off her stick by Stahlberger. Turns in the corner. Dragged down, but no call. Puck comes free behind the net. Brina Del Castillo ties up with Turnquist. Coming away with it is Armstrong. Her pass deflects, goes all the way down, and that's apparently off a Coon Rapids skate, although it looked like a red jersey to me.
It did to me as well.
Not that I'm a homer at all.
No one's ever accused you of being one, except for everyone.
I would rarely, if ever, would I question an official. They are highly trained, incredibly skilled individuals. Hinula comes right in, but that shot right into the basket of Mackenzie Kelly, and she holds on for another face-off.
Already 4 shots on goal for the Cardinals here in period number 3, and Coach Christopherson, I'm sure, told her girls in between period, we got to come out and put some pressure in on the net. You saw what happened when they did it earlier in this game. They were able to convert, trying to do it again here now.
Cross to Brandy, a rebound chance, and Hackett nearly poked it home, but a great play defensively by Seminkovic.
Yeah, she was able to get Seminkovic able to get her stick on that. I'm sure she thought that was a goal.
Hackett recovers back to Hansen at the point. Her shot deflected, a pad save, a rebound chance. Diving is Gregg, but it goes wide. Recovering and heading up ice is Hannah Schultz. Skates to center, into the zone. Comes in on Buell, and Buell is going to cover up, or start to cover up, and the whistle blows quickly.
Well, you know, a great effort by Gregg at the other end to sneak around and try and get that shot off on goal.
Station for Coon Rapids is filming and showing live children, so you will be able to watch this great game again there. And also, Bob Lowe, 6.1
Bloomquist comes free with the puck and will skate it to center ice. Bloomquist has it tipped away by Schultz. Played in deep by Brina Del Castillo. Stahlberger keeping it in at the blue line. Lawrence can't dig it free. She lost an edge. Puck comes free to the boar, and she'll skate to the other end. Chased by Stahlberger. Dumped in deep. Bloomquist fires it around. Played out front. Luomo was tied up by Bloomquist. And Stahlberger comes away with the puck to Bailey Ryan. Tipped off her stick out to center. Schultz will play it back in for the Panthers. 12:40 remaining in this third period. Coon Rapids still leading 2-1. Long pass. And it skips away from Brina Del Castillo into the zone. Turnquist will get there ahead of her. Stops up behind her own net. Back to the near side for Walrook. Skipped off her stick. She battles at center ice with Emily Fish. Hinula poking at it. Gets the puck free. Fish recovers in the corner. Sticked away from her. Play back up the boards, but not out. Kept in at the line by Ali Guzzi. Around far side, Munson stops it up. Back into the corner for Armstrong, who plays it back behind. Hinula there for Coon Rapids. Around for Gregg, skips over her stick. Out to the point for Schultz. Schultz plays it back down for Armstrong. Armstrong pinched off it by Brandy Del Castillo. And Gregg able to force it to center. Brina Del Castillo will dump it in behind the Panther net. Cardinals getting a line change. As it's recovered by Guzzi. Her pass broken up by Hansen. And we've got to face another penalty. And I think this is going to be the first power play opportunity of the game for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, it definitely will be.
Ali Guzzi, called for interference.
Senior captain called for the interference penalty. Now an opportunity for Coon Rapids to go out, as you mentioned, on their first power play opportunity of the evening. We'll see what kind of effort they can get here. Try with being the skater advance, see if they can put the score at 3-1.
Great opportunity to add to their 2-1 lead. The shot through traffic, gloved by Kelly, and she'll hold on for the faceoff.
We are now even in shots on goal at 18 apiece. Coon Rapids able to get 7 shots off in this third period.
Off the draw, Hackett controls behind her own net. To the midboards, out to Hansen, back to Hackett on the boards. Hansen winds, fires, save made. Rebound opportunity, pushed behind the net. Hackett will recover again. Wraparound chance, Stahlberger just puts it right into the breadbasket, and she's dumped to the ice.
Oh, she landed hard.
Looked like she might be a little slow to get up, but she's able to get back up.
Again, watch the big hit out in front as she's trying to go after that rebound.
Was there no call on that?
She got hit with a stick?
Yeah, that was a spear.
Yeah.
But no call. Rebound still sitting there. Cardinals trying to jam it home. Still loose. Comes free. Bailey Ryan pokes it back out to Hansen. That shot hit traffic. Anula's shot hits traffic again, and now cleared by Allie Schultz. Hansen able to dump it back in. Turnquist fires it into her own bench, and we'll have a face-off in the Spring Lake Park end. 1:01 remaining on the power play, and this rebound just sits there for a long time.
Long time, yeah. Good opportunity for Cardinals if they can try and poke that home, but Walworth just pushes it away from the front of the net.
Fish recovers out to Bloomquist across to Nula, walking in. Her shot blocker save up over the cage. And we're going to get another one that's going to be 5-on-3 as Greg is dumped in the corner. It's going to be a cross check against Taylor Turnquist.
So we'll go 5-on-3 for 39 seconds. And there you see the infraction called. And the Cardinals, great opportunity here, Joe, to increase the score with a 5-on-3 advantage for a little less than 40 seconds.
Great battle by Caitlin Munson, able to win that off the draw and force it all the way down. 30 seconds left on the 2-player advantage as Anula turns it up ice from behind her own net. Long pass. Greg will carry it into the zone. Drops it off for Hansen. Fires it back down low. Greg will carry behind the net. Out to the point for Anula. Cross to Hansen, winds, fires, that shot misses wide. Walrup will get there and fire it the length of the ice, and that'll do it for the initial penalty to Guzzi. Another minute 15 remaining on the power play for Coon Rapids. Anula carries around behind. Marina Del Castillo trying to keep it in, but can't as it's pulled free by Munson. Bloomquist turns it around and will skate into the zone. Bumped off it. Shot, rebound, chance right into the breadbasket of Kelly.
The Cardinals had some nice opportunities here on this power play. Unfortunately, not able to convert it as of yet with 44 seconds remaining.
Bloomquist, that's deflected, goes wide, and a chance on the side of the net. Off the carom, Allie Stahlberger pokes it home, and the Cardinals have a 3-1 lead.
Well, and again, you continue to apply that kind of pressure, something good will happen. That time, Stahlberger, you're going to see her right out alone on the corner, right through the legs of Kelly, and she gives the Cardinals back that 2-goal advantage. Big goal for the Cardinals. Stahlberger's first goal of the season.
Right place, right time.
Yep.
The shot was well wide by Bloomquist, but came back off the end boards right to Stahlberger, and she just poked it in between the legs of Mackenzie Kelly. And that, keepers, is why you keep your stick on the ice.
Scoring for the
Well, the Cardinals have had more shots in this third period than they had in the first two combined.
Cardinals with a little bit of extra juice after scoring the power play goal. Seem to be turning things up a notch. This one dumped in deep. Buell will leave it there for Bloomquist. A chance out front, and that just missed wide off the stick of Maddie Kelly. DeBoer in the corner. Tied up there with Stahlberger. Lawrence able to skate away with it. Lawrence will dump it in. Guzzi high off the glass, back out to center ice. Fish will track it down in her own end. Bumped by Luoma. Kept in by Schultz. Luoma had his foot on it, and now sent out to center, where Maddie Kelly will circle and recover. Cross ice pass broken up by Hansen, kept back out by Brina Del Castillo. Played to DeBoer. DeBoer has it tipped off her stick as she enters the zone, still tracking it down, shot in close, easily handled by Buell.
Well, still plenty of time for Spring Lake Park, but they certainly have to make something happen. Trailing again by 2 goals.
Played toward the net. Buell pokes it into the corner. And this one sent all the way down off the side of the cage.
That'll stop the clock with 6:46 remaining.
Well, that I don't think that's an icing you have to take, although you had been bottled up in your own end. You had them on a line change. But if you actually hit the side of the cage, that's close enough.
Give it to him. Absolutely. It's half a shot on goal.
It used to be that it wasn't icing if it went through the crease. Another chance out front. Great feed from Hackett, but it was broken up at the last second. But then they got rid of that rule, and it has to be a shot on goal in order to not be icing. And that one, I mean, that one missed the post by a fraction of an inch. Panthers trying to regroup coming out of their own end. That pass broken up by Emily Fish. Recovered by Armstrong, who dumps it in deep. Visitors will get some fresh legs on the ice. Coon Rapids plays it around to Whitney Gregg. She's pressured, plays it back into the corner. Hanula there. Stops up. Tried to flip it past Luoma, but Luoma able to stop it up, play it back behind. Bloomquist ahead for Hackett. Her pass is behind Fish, but Fish able to recover and get it back to Hackett. Off the boards for Gregg into the zone. Whitney Gregg tracks it down, turns away from the pressure there from Hannah Schultz. Tried to center, broken up by Turnquist. Turnquist will turn away from pressure. Brina Del Castillo bringing it in the corner. Yeah. Maddie Kelly in to help out. Had the puck momentarily, knocked away. And then played ahead by Hannah Schultz. Luoma to center ice, pressured by Brina Del Castillo. Hansen able to stop her up. Now played in deep by Hannah Schultz. Brandy Del Castillo gets it ahead for Stahlberger. Kept in at the blue line by Allie Schultz. Hansen has it, drops it back behind. Brandy had her pocket picked by Walrup, but they go down together. Stahlberger there to support. There's a chance out front. And a quick shot by Armstrong is turned away by Buell. Long pass, Brina trying to get around the corner and does. Has help up front, but a good job coming across and denying that pass by Hannah Schultz. Under 4.5 minutes remaining. Coon Rapids leading this one 3-1. Right off the glass and out to center. Lawrence lost the handle on it as she was pressured by Walrup. Cardinals able to dump it back into the Spring Lake Park zone. Behind the net is Schultz, stopped up by Hanula on the ring around attempt. That one high off the glass and out. All the way down goes Lawrence. Didn't get a lot on that as she tried to ring it around. DeBoer will stop it up. DeBoer trying to cut out front. Puck bounces up and over the cage into the far corner. Circling is Kelly. Here's Turnquist walking in. That shot deflected and goes wide off the end board. An opportunity for Luoma, but she missed the cage.
That was a huge opportunity for Spring Lake Park because they looked like they had the opportunity to put that in the net. And
walking in, a shot through traffic, saved by Buell. And unable to keep it in at the blue line is Taylor Turnquist.
Yeah, that would have been a big opportunity if they were able to convert, cutting that lead to a goal again. But Joe, you have to give the Cardinals credit for the way they came out in this third period. You know, you talked about how they looked a little gassed at the end of the second, but they certainly seemed to find their legs, and they continued to pressure in on the Spring Lake Park net, able to get that one goal and put the lead back to 2.
But what I would say concerns me a little bit and should concern, I think, the Coon Rapids coaching staff is that once they got back to that 2-goal lead, it seems they let off the gas a little bit once again.
They did a little, and
I don't believe they've had a shot on goal since scoring that third goal.
You would be correct.
And that is, you know, you can't. The saying goes, the 2-goal lead is the worst lead you can have in hockey, because it allows you to maybe relax a little too much.
Sure, let off the gas a little.
Momentum is such a huge thing in hockey that if it turns around, it's hard to stop.
Well, Spring Lake Park called this timeout, but I think it's a good timeout for the Cardinals as well. Coach Christopherson obviously would see that on the ice and make a few corrections and really tell her squad they're going to continue to give it the effort for the final 3:14 and get this first win of the season.
Yeah, you can't play too defensively at this point. You've got to do what got you here.
Yeah, still be aggressive.
And that was playing that aggressive pace and forcing the action deep in the Spring Lake Park zone. Yeah, I think at one point it was 25-18 shots on goal. So
I think you're right. Yeah.
Since scoring the goal, I think Spring Lake Park has outshot Coon Rapids 5-0.
Good Minneapolis math.
Not great, but okay.
Good.
Tried to float Maddie Walruff. There's a chance at a goal for Stahlberger again, and that one may just seal the deal. You know, they called that timeout. They floated Maddie Walruff over by the penalty box, trying to be aggressive, and instead it backfires because the Cardinals get it in deep. Brina Del Castillo goes in, battles for the puck, wins, gets it out front, and a one-touch goal for Allie Stahlberger.
Yeah, that was her second of the night, and that was a pretty goal. But it wouldn't have been set up without Del Castillo with a nice feed out in front.
Here's another chance on the backhand that just goes wide for protest.
Number 3, Allie Stahlberger. With the assist from Brina Del Castillo. Stahlberger from Del Castillo.
And all of a sudden, a little more life in the skates of the home team as they can feel their first victory. 2.5 minutes away. Hackett turns and carries up ice, lost the handle, chops it into the zone off of a skate, recovered by Stahlberger. Stahlberger bumped off it, forced to the boards. And here comes Turnquist up ice for Spring Lake Park. Tipped off her stick by Hanula, but she's able to battle and recover. Play it in deep, Brandy Del Castillo trying to send behind. That was off the skate of DeBoer, and here comes Brina drawing a penalty. Cardinals are offside, but Cardinals will have the power play for the remainder, as this is going to be a hook against Taylor Turnquist.
Yeah, Turnquist right in front of the official. hooked her, and it was an easy call for him to make. And as you mentioned, for the final 149, the Cardinals will have the advantage.
Power play 1 for 2. With a shot through traffic, a rebound chance. Puck still loose. Anula comes in. Kelly able to cover it up.
A quick whistle because she covered up briefly and it popped right back out.
Off the draw, scooped up by Brina. Out to the point, Hansen fanned on it, and Walruff going the other way. Walruff stops up, plays it back to the line. Shot through traffic. Save made easily by Buell. Under a minute remaining. Coon Rapids a 4-1 lead, and they work the power play. Ready to improve their record to 1-3 on the season. Shot through traffic, sticked away by Kelly. Out to the point, Hanula's shot is blocked. Hackett trying to recover, plays it across for Hansen, winds and fires, and that misses everything. Hanula can't keep it in on the near side. Back for Brina. That shot up over the cage. Chopped out to center ice. And all the way down. 15 seconds.
That's going to be a nice win for the Cardinals, Joe. Always tough. You get that first win, it always feels good of the season.
Well, and a gritty win in this third period after we talked about it seemed that Spring Lake Park, they cut that deficit to 2-1 late in the second, had really stolen some of the momentum and taken that into the locker room for the second intermission. But this third period was all Coon Rapids.
It really was, and you know, we talked about the momentum going in after the second, that Spring Lake Park able to gather a little bit of that, even trailing by a goal. But how important was it for Coon Rapids to score that third goal and really put the pressure on Spring Lake Park?
And add one more late in the contest, both goals 3 and 4 coming from their captain, Allie Stahlberger, to seal the deal. And they get their first win of the year, 4-1. We will take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up from the Ice Center after this.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Coon Rapids Ice Center, Cardinals victorious 4-1 over the Spring Lake Park Panthers, earning their first victory of the season. We're joined now with one of the stars of the game, Captain Allie Stahlberger. Picks up not only her first, but her first 2 goals of the season in that third period. And Allie, talk about what was the mindset going into the third period after the Panthers had cut your lead to 2-1.
We had to keep working hard. You know, they were coming really fast on us. We had to keep moving our feet and keep going, just have to put our head in the game and try to dig in and score some goals.
Allie, you guys did a great job of pressuring the net in that third period. In fact, I think you had more shots in that third period than you did in the first 2. Talk a little bit about the success that you were finding in front of the net.
They're really packing in tight, so we would get the puck up to the D, we'd shoot, and just get a lot of tips and rebounds, just try to dig in on their goalie.
And, of course, you get that first goal off the carom, off the back end boards, and then the other off the great feed from Brenna that kind of sealed the deal. Your thoughts about finally putting one behind the keeper?
I was pretty excited. It's been a rough season. Well, not really rough, but, it's been hard. I haven't been playing as good as I was last year, but it felt really good to get some goals in.
Well, it's still very early, and we congratulate you on the big victory. We'll let you get back to your teammates. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
And then, Howie, you talked about it. More shots in that third period than they had in the first two periods combined, and we had talked about it at the end of the second period. It looked like the Panthers had maybe stolen a little bit of their momentum, but the Cardinals came out and said, not on my home ice, and they really got the job done.
They really did, and and Coach Christopherson talked about maybe seeing a little bit of a lack of effort after that first period, even though they had the lead. I thought, especially coming that third period, you saw them pick up that effort, and you made mention, obviously, about maybe being a little gassed after the second period. You didn't see any of that in the third.
No, absolutely not, and it also helped that they got their first opportunity on the power play in that third period early on, and they used that power play to their advantage, and they peppered Mackenzie Kelly. They had 11 shots on goal in their power plays. They had a brief 5-on-3, but most of the opportunities, most of the shots on goal were coming 5v4, and really that last power play for the last minute 19 or whatever it was, the last part of that game, they really didn't get a lot. They get that first goal of the period, Allie Stahlberger's first goal that came off the end board. That was a power play goal, and then they get the other one late with just a couple of minutes to go and really seal the deal.
Yeah, they really did, and then the Cardinals able to gain that momentum of out shooting Spring Lake Park by a margin of 6-29-23, and they've never gets easier in this conference, obviously. But
18-6 shots on goal in the third period.
Good Minneapolis math, I like that. But that was quick. You didn't even have to take your shoes and socks off, and I was very impressed by that.
Which is impressive with that numbers that high.
No doubt.
But a great result to the contest on Youth Night. The youth giving the Cardinals the power as they score their first victory of the year. And here's what we have coming up for you here on CTN. Boys basketball on Friday the 21st. Coon Rapids hosting Hastings. Then on next Tuesday the 25th, Cardinals taking on new conference rival Totino Grace. And then on Tuesday the 2nd, we will see the boys basketball team on the road at Elk River. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Coon Rapids Ice Center. It's Coon Rapids 4. Spring Lake Park 1. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say good night.